You should bring her in to say hi. Hi, friends. Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome to my page. I'm Tammy Neff, and you are on my page called Tammy Loves Vintage. Oh gosh, I forgot to text everybody, and I forgot to telegram everybody. Oh my gosh, no one. Oh, and there goes my internet, gonna be crazy. Oh my gosh, and I have 2 phones, but I don't think I have that community company on this phone. No, I don't. I'll have to take care of that. So hopefully Facebook will do its job and tell everybody that we are here. I have Tammy Pringle with the Crafty Creators community has an event going on today. I'm not sure how many of you have been over there to see that. But the theme of the event today is, hi Jennifer, hi Carmen. The event today is ribbons and bows. So I had originally thought I'm gonna make a bunch of tassels. I'm gonna make tassels today, not a bunch, but make some tassels with you guys. But then I thought that's not super exciting because we've done tassels before. So I figured I figured out another little project that we can do. It's not quite as ribbon all the way. Hi Cindy, but I think we'll have plenty of ribbons and bows on it by the time we finish. So I think that'll be fine with Tammy. There she is. Okay, we are ready to go. You are pinned and okay. Thank you very much. Oh, well, hi, Jen. I'm glad Loretta sent you. That's wonderful. Thank you, Loretta, for sharing me with your friends. Hey, Gloria. So, and thanks for sprinkling. Hi, Sheila. Okay, you guys. Tammy, I totally forgot to text my followers. I didn't telegram or do the community text. The baby's here. She's getting a bath, and Summer's getting ready to take her home. It was my first babysitting day, so I think I had a little bit of sweet potatoes on from feeding her, but we're all good. If you're good, I'm good. So I didn't figure you guys would mind. Yeah, so this is our first babysitting day for my granddaughter, and she is 7 months today officially. So let me show you what we're doing. She just came back from Arizona. They've just moved back. Hi, Debbie. And it is hard not to buy them all. And so they are settled over at the little house, and so anyway, this was the first day that they needed to officially have me babysit, like drop her off and come back and get her. So anyway, I'm using a book jacket cover here. It's kind of a hard cardboard, and I'm just going to Mod Podge, which is my water, only because I had a ton of Elmer's glue, and I didn't have any Mod Podge, and I kind of wanted to use up my Elmer's glue. So that's the only reason I'm doing this combo. I can't say if it's cheaper or whatever. It's not that it's a better anything, okay? I'm honestly just using up some glue. So if you have some glue you need to use up, go 50% water and 50% Mod Podge, and I don't measure it, you guys, I just dump. So if it's a little too thick, you've got to add a little bit more water. If it's a little too runny, then you're going to add a little bit of glue. I feel like we've just done this the last 2 days. I think I've had an event. Oh no, I didn't have one yesterday. I should have. You know what I did instead? I took a nap. It was the first day that the kids were out of the house. Randy was at work, and I was debating on doing a live, and I decided I'm going to take a nap. I did. So, there you go. Hadn't had a chance to take a nap in a long time. So, just to be honest, I took a nap yesterday. So, okay. Now, I'm doing just the back side of this book just because I want it to look pretty on the back side in case somebody flips it over. Okay. And, you know, we like it finished all the way. So, okay. So then I'm just going to, I could just cut this off, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap it and make it be kind of nice. All right, so there's that end. And then let's do this end. Okay. And I'm just using, I just had a big piece of, like a big piece of sheet music is what I have. Hello, you guys. Hello, hello. Let's see here. For the first time in ever, okay, it would be on Facebook. I meant to have this pulled up. I put my iPad and I have a cell phone here. I'm really trying to be official. You would think it's like my, let's see, I gotta make sure the volume. Okay, I think it's down because I always hear people's volume come on. There, okay, well, it's no bigger than it is on my phone. I thought maybe I'd be able to read it better with the iPad, but no. So, if you noticed, anyone that's new, I do sit at the end of the day and answer all of your comments and questions, anything that I missed throughout the live. Make sure you're down enough that you guys can see what I'm doing. So I do always go back and do that. And if by chance I miss you, just private message me your question or your thought or whatever, and we can chat about it. It's not a problem. Oh, you hear a squeal. Oh, it's so cute. That's so cute, Summer. She's so happy. Is she buckled in? Okay. Just text me what time you're coming tomorrow. Okay. Do you want the food that's left in the fridge? Can you hear her? Okay, maybe we'll just use, okay, I've got to cut this off a little bit. This is just out of an old journal, an old ledger. I'm sorry, not a journal, but a ledger. Hi, oh, come show them. Hey, friends, here she is. Time to go home. Bye, Millie. Bye, Pumpkin Pie. Look at those toes. They're so cute. Are you happy? Here, here's your toys. Bye, Pumpkin. Okay. Like small Crocs in the back. Oh, thank you. Those are from England, actually. Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to keep this straight. I need to cut off an edge. So I'm just going to cut off this, this edge right here. I don't need to cut much off, but since I've already wrapped the edges, I'm not going to like double wrap. I'm just going to let, oh, I need to cut more off. So there, now I can follow this line. Hate to lose all that yummy handwriting. It's from the 1800s. I don't remember the exact date. I'm not seeing it on this page. Okay, I'm going to cut right there on that $15 blue line. It says $15. Let's cut that and I'll save this title. There they go. Just heard the alarm go off. Okay, so, all right. I'm making a wall hanging or an easel prop, something for your decor that you can stack in your decor as a backdrop. So you can make it any size, okay? You got a big box and you cut the size out of the box. You could make it, I mean, you could do this on a wall. This is kind of like the wall treatment that I have, really, kind of, without all of the lace and ribbons and bows and lace. But this Mod Podge part is, and then I just did some texture over top of it. But honestly, if you get really creative, you can do really cool things. Just with this sort of thing. I literally Mod Podged sheet music because we used to have a piano when the kids were here and they played. And so we had a piano, so I Mod Podged a bunch of piano music to the wall and then I textured over it. So it was kind of a cool look. All right, I've got a paper towel here from the other day. We'll just use that and wipe that off. So I like, of course, this as the front because it's just a little more unique to me than this. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with this side to be like my good side. So the next thing I'm going to do is, a lot of times I don't do a whole lot with color, but I'm gonna get the air. I see an air bubble in here. There we go. I just kind of slapped that down. But I kind of like this color. This is an old frame. I found two of them at an antique show, and I thought it was a great little size, and I loved all of the carvings and stuff. But I kind of like the color. It is a robin egg blue sort of color, but it's but it's good. It would go with greens and, you know, neutral colors. So I'm going to keep that. And then I cut out a piece of cardboard that fit out of this frame. Sorry, my internet just skipped for a second. I'm got a delay there. I don't know why my internet's doing that. It's done it the last 2 days, and a few people said it's Facebook. It's not me, so I'm not sure. Oh, hello, Anne. Thank you for watching. You're a long way from home, from here. So I just thought I'd show you. I just Mod Podged it onto a piece of like cardstock, just a heavier piece. I mean, it's a little heavier than that. I'm not sure what it is. It was just tucked in my cabinet of goodies. But anyway, I thought this little picture out of a kid's book is really sweet. So I thought I'm going to do that. So let's glue that down. Just adding hot glue inside the inside of this frame. And then I'm going to stick it down, and there is no top or bottom. There's a little nail up here that maybe was at once the top. So there, I just stuck a random picture, and I just thought it was really sweet. And since we're going to do the ribbons and bows thing, I thought maybe, you know, a little girl would be really sweet to put on here. So that's why I went with it. So then I'm just going to, so this is the bottom, this is the top. So I think I'm not going to adhere this yet, but this will be like my focal point, okay? This will be like my main thing. So let's get some lace. I don't do a ton with ribbon. You know, I'm not really a florist or a wreath maker or whatever, but I call my lace is like ribbon to me. So hopefully that's okay with Tammy that I'm stepping off a little bit here. But I think I want to do something like this. I want to make sure I don't hang it over so much that it doesn't stay up. Yeah, so let's do that. But I gotta make sure whether I want to do it underneath. Do I want like that? I think I do, since it's so big. Let's flip it over. Let's flip it over. Let's trim it down. I'm going to trim it a little bit shorter because I can finish it off with another piece. Okay. So this is just old lace. Now listen, you can go to Hobby Lobby or wherever your craft store is and buy lace. It doesn't have to be old, but this is actually really old. It doesn't have to be old. So I want to make sure when this is mounted or standing up that it's going to still flare out a good bit. And it looks like I've got it just fine. So let's glue it down. And I'm going to go in just a little bit like this. Okay. Actually, I could just cut this off and use it somewhere else, couldn't I? Since this is the back. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Why waste that? This is really good. Why waste it, right? Let's do that. Because that's a lot of waste. But I don't want it flappy, too flappy, floppy. I should show you one that we did in our group. You know, all these pages have a private group. And so I have friends in there. And this was one of our projects a long time ago. And then I have to think, or did I do it with Julie? My friend Julie, we get together every Tuesday night and craft. So she's going to come over as soon as I'm done with this, and we're going to hang out. So let's get, I have a big jar here of lace. So I just need a piece. Here's some right on top. And it's awful thin though, but maybe we'll go with this whitish one. And, oops, just kind of clean that up, okay, where I cut it off. That'll be fine. All right, let's clean that up. I'm gonna make it a little extra long. And I hate the hot glue. I hate to Mod Podge. I've got my sticky tacks, what I would prefer. Let's do that. The glue, just because this is so thin, it's paper thin, ribbon or lace, and it is, let's call it lace ribbon. And the hot glue would be a big bump, I think. And I kind of like the sticky tack. All right. I think I'm going to leave it. I think I'm going to leave it to where it can flap up if it wants to. All right, so let's cut this off. So has anybody been in the Crafty Creators community? She's been going strong like all weekend. I popped on last night and they were still going. I think Kathy was on like 10 o'clock last night or something. They were going late. And I checked a couple times this morning and they hadn't started yet. But I'm Eastern time and they're Central. So, oh, thanks. Thanks, Tammy. Thanks, you guys. Thanks. Hi, Karen. Okay, so now when it stands, this will be off to the side, okay? And then, let's see, I got stuff all over me. So then I kind of want to clean up now this, where it's got just the edge where I wrap the paper, and then the new edge, and then just kind of that, you know, I kind of want to give it something. So I pulled this out earlier. I thought it laid really well with this. So the texture of this one is so much looser than the texture of this one is a lot tighter. See the difference? This one's like crocheted, and this one is more, I don't know if it's machine made or not. We buy lace. There's this lady we find at the Springfield Antique Market, and she sells lace from all over the world, and she can tell you, you know, what it all is, and I have no idea what she's talking about. So I hate to say sometimes, and every once in a while I'll safety pin it. I'll make a note and safety pin it to the lace so that I know this is special. But most of the time I can tell when it's super special. And I want to say this is probably just machine made because it's so small, but that's not always necessarily the case. And so it may not be, but the other reason what makes me think it is because there was a good bit of yardage. You can see there was a lot to it, and usually you don't get quite that much when they're making it. So, oh, thank you. Who said that? Oh, Tammy. Thank you, Tammy. Tatted. Yes, I have a whole clip full of tatting, which might be actually nice to maybe lean this way, is a little bit of tatting. Good suggestion. Hang on and let me grab it. I have a little clip that is nothing but tatting right here. So for those of you, oh yes, it is more than just tatting. Maybe I have another clip. This one will do though. I have another clip. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I'm sorry. I've got tatting on here too. So tatting is this stuff, and it comes in colors too, but this is when you see something like this, it's a handmade chain almost, and they can be any lengths and they can be colors. Like this is a really good tatting. I may just use that. Let me just hang these hooks right here on my table. Let's pull this off and let's put this on here. Yes, but this one I think is too thin and fine to be tatting. See, it's like paper thin, if you can tell. See, and tatting is always so much chunkier, I think. Now see, somebody might be an expert out there and be like, that she doesn't know what she's talking about. But I think I kind of do. I might be wrong. It's fine. I'm admitting I'm not 100% on any of this. I just know as much as I know. Your mom and her sister. Oh, wow. Do you have any of it, Phyllis? That would be amazing to have. Okay, so I'm going to add it right beside. And since I'm hot gluing, and I'm just doing that because I'm just doing the edge. And this one's a little bit thicker, so I know it'll take, the glue will be fine. There we go. Because I might have confused you when I switched over to that other on the back. I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to confuse you. Oops, my glue gun stopped. Okay, let's glue this down. Now, the Crafty Creators Community event has hour-long segments today. So I thought this would be a really good project because we can take it as far as we want to. And then if we don't get it finished, we'll finish later. I didn't finish my tissues box from Sunday. Was Sunday the Box Me In event? Or Saturday? I don't know. But this is one that I did. So let's just take a minute here and you guys can see actually. But it's been propped up on my fireplace mantle. And this is an old French, it's a French flashcard. And then, let me show you what it would look like stacked here. Like if we took this off, like for wall decor, that's kind of leaning back a little bit far, but that gives you the idea. It makes a really interesting backdrop, and then I can add in, whatever I would want in front of it, but it makes it interesting. So anyway, that's what I chose to do tonight, is something like this. So I'm going to continue adding to this sheet here. And so here's where we are. So we've decorated the edge with 3 pieces of lace. As you can see, I've got some hot glue strings here. And then I cleaned up the back edge where this overhung. Okay. And then we can do like, oh my gosh, we could do, oh wait, I gotta put you back down. Okay. I always forget that part. So I was thinking about maybe putting a row of pearls right here would be really pretty, just for a little different texture. Thank you. Just for a little different texture. And since I have everything handy right here, let's just do it. We've got time, and we had the idea. I'm going to move this lace over here so don't knock it off. All right, let's get into this and see if I've got here's a cut string. And it's not, is it long enough? Oh, it's just long enough. So let's go with it. Okay. Usually your old pearls will be strung on. They'll move on the string. So if you cut it, they're going to go flying. Okay. So glad you like them. Okay. So I'm going to put a dot of glue to grab the first pearls that I'm going to cut off. And then now I'm going to cut my string so that I hopefully will not have pearls flying all over the floor. Because trust me, we have had that happen before. Yeah. And trust me too, it's not fun to step on a pearl when you don't know it's coming in your bare feet. Okay. So I'm just tapping it down into the glue. And what's good, this vintage necklace had thicker pearls. I don't know if you can tell here, but I'm going to show you. I'll show you in just a second. I'll hold it up for you. But it had thicker pearls that hung down the front, and then they got smaller as it went to the back of the necklace. So that's pretty cool. Nicely. So, where do you find, just antique shopping. A lot of times you can get pearls at like at Goodwill, but you have to watch because they may not be as old, they're a little bit newer looking. These are in between-ish, but they're not old and crusty. A lot of times, like the really old crusty pearls look like this. You see, you can tell. You can just tell. They've got a pink tone to them. So let me put the newer one. See the difference? There you go. That's the difference. So when you're looking, if they don't, I just dropped some. If they don't have a pink cast to them, oh good, thank you. Then they might not be quite as old. So there you go. See how they get fat right here? So that's kind of cool. I kind of like that a lot. Okay, then we're going to have, I figure we'll put the frame somehow there. And then I was thinking, let's see, what else did I pull out here? Oh, I have this little thing. That'll be really cute to kind of make as a hanger, like up here. Is that cute? Maybe. I was thinking of a big bow up here, but maybe I could do The big bow down there, I kind of like that. Maybe I want to have it off a little bit like that. Okay, so let's see what we can do with this to make it better. It's a little, it's a little, I'm going to cut some of it off where it needs ironed, and I don't have my iron out here. Okay, and then I'm going to kind of dovetail it to make it look more like a bow, because this is ribbons and bows. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, it's still a little wrinkly. I do have a water mister here, pretty handy. So let's just mist it. And a lot of times just getting a little dampness on there will take that kind of wrinkle out of it. So let's do that. Yeah, that worked. Okay, let me dry it. Oh shoot, I dropped it. I am a mess. Anybody still here? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So let's okay. Yeah, well, now is it coming? I think I helped it. I definitely helped it. Okay. So let's get some seam binding going here. Seam binding is a really thin ribbon, really thin, paper thin, and it's transparent almost. See how you can see my thumbnail? Like I can see through it. I can't see the camera through it, I guess, but I can see outside. I can see the trees, like holding it up, looking out my window. I can see through it. And it took us a while to find this stuff, to figure out all these antique show people had this stuff, and it was kind of a big secret. And I've told this story before. We were at a show and the lady wasn't super nice. We were asking about it and she didn't really answer us, you know. And the next booth, the lady whispered and told us, "It's seam binding. Hi, Amber. I've been here the last like 3 or 4 days in a row." But then I've been moving my daughter back from Arizona and moving her into the little house and moving my stuff out of our little house. And so we've been kind of busy that way. But anyway, so this lady whispered and told us you can get it. So anybody that needs a link, let me know and I can get it for you. Yes, Brian Lane Designs is up next. Hi, Brian. He is. I posted your link in my comments. So if anybody didn't join the Crafty Creators community and they want to see who's up next, you can go to the link. But boy, we would like you to click the link that's also in the comments for the Crafty Creating community. Because Tina, you should have seen her this morning. She had her little captain's outfit on. It's ahoy, I don't know. It's something to do with like a cruise. And we're doing like a virtual crafting cruise thing. Which I thought, when I saw your cute outfit, I thought I should probably go put on. Yeah, maybe so, Tammy. I've been preaching about it for a lot of years. It's great stuff. So this is really cute. So let's do that. And then, oh yeah, I got 2 more. I was on Etsy. I'm probably jumping around a little bit here. I'm sorry, I get excited. I was on Etsy, and I don't know if this counts as a ribbon, but it's a paper ribbon. And I thought for ribbons and bows, we should look at all forms of ribbons. And this is a paper ribbon where they have taken it and they've taken a page and done tight folds to pleat it. Can you tell? They've done, see? Yeah. They've done like little, there you go, little pleats, and then they just lay another page. Like here's a fresh page. And then they zigzagged it all the way down. As they sewed, they just kept laying new pages. And I found it on Etsy and bought it. But I thought that was kind of an interesting little addition there. Let's just do that too, to this side, because I'm not crazy for this wrap. See where the music is hitting the paper, the ledger. So let's clean that up. The bottom and top wrap, I don't mind as much because it is just the plain from the edge of the sheet music. So I don't mind the plain, but we could edge it out. How are we doing on time? Oh my gosh, we're doing really, really, really good. Okay, well, if by chance I get this as done as I want it to be, I can finish my tissue box that I did the other day in Tammy's event, the Don't Box Me In event. So, like I said, she's been having events like a wild woman. So, okay, I have more lace here, but I don't think I need it. I don't think I need it. Do I want to hang a piece? This is that. No, I don't want that because that's the same. Now this is different. Maybe I do want a sliver of this across the bottom. However, I don't know for sure if I do. No, I don't think I do, you guys, because to me, it could be on a wall. So this you could add a command strip to the back of this, or those Velcro command strips, and stick it onto your wall. But I think I kind of like them easeled or propped, like on your fireplace mantle or on a sofa table that's up against a wall. So I kind of like them that way. Here's a real pretty piece of lace. It's been cut out of a dress. It might have been a sleeve or something like that. I don't really know. Boy, I hate when I blank in and out. It can't be my internet. Everything has been fine. We've had on Netflix all day. That's awfully sweet. I think I'm just going to take a little nugget off of here. Okay. And I think I'm going to cut it down. It's a little bit too long to me. I don't want all of this. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take that off of there. Okay, keep it though. Don't get rid of that because that'll be great on one of your dolls like that. If you do any of the vintage doll head things with the bottles, that would make a great little veil or a really cute, I don't have a hold of it very well, but like a Victorian collar on her, or a hat, if you can tell that from the way I wadded it up. I'm not sure. Okay, so I don't want to put this down just yet because I want to make sure I have it right, but I'm thinking like a piece of this off to the side, and then we've got this little like hanger bow up here. Yeah, I need to make sure where I want it, but yeah, something like that, I think, just tucked in there. And then let's do a great big boinky, bouncy bow. Oops, I keep knocking that off. Are you trying to tell me that you don't want to be on this project? Is that the thing? Maybe. Okay, so let's see. So when I tie this up, it's going to be about here. So let's go with this length. That looks good. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 6. I kind of want a big, thick bow. I mean, you're not going to get it super thick with seam binding, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I need it to drop down one more time. 6. All right, there's that. Okay, hi Deb. Hey Mary. Thanks Jamie. Thanks you guys. Okay. Oh, no. I gotta hit it in just the right spot. I gotta hit it just right. Here we go. That's looking good. Maybe. Nope. I'm off. I'm off long. Hopefully I have it long enough. Let's scoot down just a little bit more. Boy, sometimes I get it first try, and other times I fight it. There we go. Okay, maybe I didn't get it long enough. Let's just see. Oh, Vicky. Crafting upside down, she says. Thank you. Okay, now this, I kind of wanted this up here because it was bigger, but because I don't want all of this. Oh, I didn't get it perfect, but it's fine. It'll just be a little shorter than I wanted. Okay, and then I was going to put that there. Oh, yes. Possibly even there. Okay. Oh, you hear the fire whistles? Something's going on. I'm out in the country, but I live fairly close to the fire department. oops, that might have been part of my bow. Let's see here. Oh, it was. Well, no one will ever know that, but you guys just don't tell anybody. Cut part of the bow. Okay, then I'm going to cut these off, even it out a little bit, and those will go in my little snippet jar. Keep all of those little pieces. I'll show you why here in a minute. Maybe I can use one or two of them here. Okay, so then if I put this kind of off to the side there, that allows me another little place to do a little something something right here because it's a little bit plain. So here's where we are. Okay, and that's our little girl. There's our lace going to be sticking. So I think I'm ready to stick it down. I'm feeling confident with it. So I think I'm ready to stick her down here. So let me just kind of roughly lay it out again, and then we can really get a good feel for it. Boy, do I need to tie another one of these. I'm not sure. It's bugging me that I pulled that. All right, cut that loop. All right, let's see here. No one else is going to notice. Oh, thank you. No one else is going to notice. Oh, yeah. Love it. Okay, and I got to make sure that's not weird. Okay, so let's stick this down first. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right here in the middle. The bow is going to cover all of that up. And then I'm just going to let the tails kind of hang. And then that's going to decide where this is going. And I've got to make sure she's, oops, right side up, which she looks it. Okay, so I'm just going to add hot glue. If you missed like filling this in or anything, you can catch it at the beginning of the video. It's one of the very first things we did. But this is an old frame that I found. There was two of them, and there's just a bit of gold there. Oh, I think there's a little bit of gold here. I'm going to grab my rub and buff, you guys. That's going to be perfect. I want to pop that gold a little bit. I didn't see it before, but I sure see it now. It's right here. There, you can see it totally, but it's nowhere else. See, everywhere else is just worn. I love that. So I brought two with me. A bright and a dull. Let's try the bright first. I kind of want it to show. Oh yeah, perfect. I want to make sure you can see it. I was thinking the dull might just look like the scuff part of the frame. Oh golly, I love this stuff. It's so awesome. I learned about this stuff years ago from Jennifer Allwood. She did her cabinet knobs with this stuff. I'd never heard of it before. And everything she did with her finger. Now I know everybody uses it, but okay. Oh wow, that brought this up another notch or two, didn't it? Like Saturday Night Live. Anybody to watch that show ever? I'm not a big fan, but the whole nother level. It's a whole nother level. Who knows that? You all think I'm crazy, or does somebody know that? Can't remember exactly. I think he had big lips and he was trying to say a whole nother level, and he said a whole nother level. So funny. Oh man. Okay. Kind of had to be there, I suppose. Okay, do I like it on? Yeah, see, if I put it over here, then I lose that blank spot. Of course, I'm losing all of that. I'm going to turn around just a second, you guys. Thanks, Sharon. And let me just take a peek at how it's because I have all of that lace over there. I feel like it needs to be over here. It seriously needs to be over here because of all of the lace over there. So let me just do that. So I'm just putting glue in the middle of the bow, and I'm going to lay it. So we've got sort of a, not really a bow, but like the tails of a bow, and there's a bow and here's a bow, because we are in the ribbons and bows event. I wanted to make sure whatever I did would have some ribbons and bows. And so here you go, we did it. All right, now we're not done. My internet keeps popping in and out. I ever watched Saturday Night Live. You didn't like it. I know, Esther. Sometimes I didn't get it and I'd move on, but other nights it was super funny. And I think what's so funny about it is I saw that and it didn't do much for me. but we were out on our boat one time and this guy was there. He was dating one of my friend's daughters and he was telling the funniest stories, and in the middle of one of his stories he said that, and just the way he said it just was a hoot. And ever since then I've always I always think of him when I say that. All right, let's see where we want this. Again, I don't know, but I don't want to be lace heavy over here and not over there. What am I seeing when I look in the, I love this. Maybe I need to do an add-on. Okay, let me get a little puddle of buttons here. Okay, let me get some buttons. I'm just going to dump some out here and see if I can find some kind of bigger ones. Maybe, oops, there's a 2 holes down there. I'm looking for some bigger ones with strings. I'll just pull any with strings. I'm going to have to change my jar out. There's kind of a big one. I love the buttons with the strings. We've talked about this before. It was years ago. I know. So funny. Yeah, if you asked me anything else about it, I wouldn't know. Okay, here's several with buttons or with strings. They're not very big, but they'll do. Let me see back here if I have any big ones with the strings. Yeah, I'm not seeing any quick. Oh, there's a big one. No string. Okay, forget it. We're not going to worry about it. All right, let's see what we can do with these little ones in the strings. So let me try bunching this up again. Okay, I'm putting it down right here-ish. Right there-ish. There's my biggest one. Oh, here's another big one. I missed it. So there's a couple big ones. I was thinking something like that with just a little puddle of buttons, something like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So here, get these buttons out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to put a little puddle of glue here. And since this is just netting, it should go through the whole bundle. And so I'm kind of doing a pleating. Instead of sewing it, I'm doing it with glue, okay? A puddle of buttons. You can take it and run. Okay, so there's one. There's one. And I don't really care if the strings are going the same way. Sometimes it feels like it should, and sometimes it doesn't really matter. There's a 4-holer. It's really different how she sewed those on there. It's cool. Let's see here. Kind of, oh no, it's too big. So yeah, I need a smaller one. We're just going to trail that right down the line, just like that. I like that. Okay, so here's where we are now. Here's what I just did. Okay, made a little puddle of buttons. We still have our lace hanging here. So this, I could totally call it if I wanted to. And I just might actually. The other thing though that I need to do is I always like to finish the centers of my bows with a button or a gem or something. Maybe something pearly down here would be pretty since I've got so many buttons. Let's take a quick peek again at my pearls. They would have to match. Oh, that's like a whole bundle. Is that too much? I don't know. I kind of like it. I don't mind it. Here's one with some bling. Oh no, because it's silver. I've got all that gold happening. Sometimes I don't mind that. Sometimes I do. Let me see here. I don't know if you guys can see where I'm digging or not. Oh, what's this? Let's see what this is. This is gold. Oh, I like that. Let's do that. So I have an earring, and I've already cut the back off of this. This is an old earring, and it has rhinestones, an old pearl, and it's gold. Oh yeah, it's old. It's an old one. Okay, and that finishes off that bow. So now we have our ribbons and our bows. So Tammy, we're check. Thank you. Great. So now when you want to put this, you know, against your wall, which really, these two would look really cute stacked together. Might be too much. Might be too much, but I just love it. And this one has a ton of lace in it. And this frame was amazing. And these French postcards that we put a lot in this. Oh, my internet. I am so sorry, you guys. I can't believe so many of you have hung in there. But anyway, if you watch the replay, I should have said this in the beginning. If you watch the replay, all of those stops, like when you're watching me live, just are a little skip in the video. So if you're ever watching somebody and it's skipping like that and it's pausing, if you remember, you can go watch the replay and it goes a lot smoother. But if you want to stick it out, we'll keep sticking it out. I could use a key somewhere. I could tie a key onto this just to be like my signature thing. Let's grab a key out of the drawer. Who said that? Let me see. Glasses on. Let's see if I can see who said that. We're gonna add Phyllis. Hi, Phyllis. Let's grab an old key out of here. Just for Phyllis, we'll put a key on it. I could put something up here even. I'll let you guys see while I'm digging. That doesn't go in there. So if I want just a little one. Awful sweet. I wish I had a heart. Some kind of a vintage heart would have been really cute, like the key to your heart. I just want to make sure if I want to be. Oh no, I don't want a bigger one. Here's a medium size, maybe a little bit bigger. Yeah, maybe a little bit bigger. Let's see. Are there any seam binding left? Yeah. I try my best to lay out things I think we're going to use. So Phyllis has been following me for a long time, and she knows that most of my projects I incorporate lace. Not all of them, but lace and buttons, and I usually put a key on everything, and yeah. So, oh, and I was going to use one of these scraplets, and that was, yeah, I was kind of going to put it underneath one of these buttons. Maybe we'll add one more button there. I can show you what to do with your scraps. I think I'm just going to make it hang like that. Not do any more bows, even though I know it's a bow event. Maybe too many bows, and maybe of like a darker music paper, something to back it with. So let's get rid of the edge, and let's rip out plenty here. Let's see how we feel about that. How do we feel about that? Is that weird? Is it better without? Let me see. Whoops. Okay, that's where we are. Hi, Debbie. I wonder if it's better, whoops, without it. It's a little bit cleaner without it. You want to do it? Hi, Jeanette. How are you, friend? Well, you can certainly do it. You come over here and do it with me. Maybe I just had it too big. Yeah, maybe it was just too big. You like it with the sheet music? Okay. I think maybe I just had too big of a piece. So let's just knock it down a little bit. And then we'll put this right here. And make sure what side of the key looks best. I guess it's this side. And then it's a little thicker here at the base of the, or the, I don't know, the length of the key. So we're going to put the glue there. I just stuck my finger right in it. Okay, I'm going to pull that out while I can. There we go. So let's pop that up, that ribbon. Okay, and then I need to add one more piece here just to show you. So I take these little teeny tiny pieces, depending on your projects, you know, I mean, even a little snippet like that is okay. You know, you might, maybe there's a rib. I've had a, so like, let me just show you since we have time. So like a little scraplet like that. If you take a button like this that has no string in it, and you just put a little dab of glue in the middle, and you lay that on and lay that into the glue, it looks like a texture string in your button. It's very cute. So we'll just use the, oh, I kind of like it like that, actually. I was going to, what did I do with that piece of ribbon? I had a bigger piece. Oh, here it is. I was going to do that very thing, only on a bigger scale, and back it. I think I still will. Okay, let's do it. So I'm gonna flip that button over now. Whoops, it came untwirled. Let me put a little more glue on there and see if I can't push it down just in the middle, because I want the sides to stick up. So let me pull up on the sides. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Now what happened to my string? Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay. Ah. All right. Let's put a little bit of glue here in the middle, and then I'm going to twist it. Okay. We're going to twist. All right. And then we're going to lay it down here in our little puddle of buttons. And then, oh, I've got glue everywhere. And then I'm going to glue the back of the button right there. And then I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Okay. See? So it kind of has the look of a string there. And then that just gave a little bit more ribbon to the look. Okay. There we go. Or with it. Oh, did somebody say without? Or liking the paper with the key. Okay. Oh, Lou. She must have said no. Okay. Oh, well. If it was a no, hopefully we fixed it by ripping it down. I think that helped it a lot. I could see about adding another piece in here. Kind of don't mind that. Adding a second piece just for interest. Let's put a little Mod Podge on the back of this. Oh, my brush is getting dry. Well, let's glue this one down. Like all the way glued. Yeah, I kind of like it. So here you go. I glued down another little piece of that paper, and there we go. I think it's beautiful, Tammy. I hope it passes the mustard. I hope it's okay. And I hope you like it for your group. And so we have, what do we have? A few minutes left. So on the same lines as this, I did the other day in Tammy's event called Don't Box Me In, I did a tissue box. And it could have been, done, right? This is it. We added some rhinestones here and a little bit of lace across the bottom. We added some lace on the corner. We added the word grace. We added a key again, a signature key. Here's some more lace, the playing card with the T on it, an old calendar, different colors and different fonts of paper all the way around. And then this was just an old pin brooch and some seam binding. And then on the top, I did a clock face cluster with another seam binding and then a ribbon around the top. So for those of you that were curious of what this was going to look like, I had planned on going live on Monday, the next day, to show you. Oh shoot, my needle fell out. Well, okay, we're gonna stop it. We're gonna stop it here, but just know that it looked, so here we go. I had flat lace like this. It's handmade, hand crocheted, and I was going to glue it on here like that. But I think that's a little kind of boring. Okay, my tissue box is going to fall out of there. I think that's just a little bit boring. So I got out a needle and thread, not my favorite thing to do, but I did it. And I sewed it, and I pulled. So I was going to do just a couple stitches with you, but I literally, where's my string right here? I literally just in and outed right across the very top edge, just like that first hole of loop of or string of holes that you see. and then you can pull it and gather it, and that gives it a lot more life, I think. Okay, so thank you, Lou. So anyway, let's glue this down, and I gotta find where I would call, let's do it, I'm gonna call this my ending. Oh, the internet, the ending and the beginning right here. Okay, so I'm going to start it here on this end. Okay, now I should be good to go. So now I'm going to lay out my band here that I made. I need to make sure it's going to go all the way around. So I wasn't exactly sure how tight to pull it. I want a little ruffle, but not like a crazy ruffle. So let's, you know, I don't want to be wasteful of the lace. It's hard to come by and not super cheap either. But listen, if you don't have, now listen, let me tell you something. If you guys, you have your box cut, oh great. If you go buy white lace at wherever and just tea stain it, make some strong tea. Like when you're making sun tea, you know, you make it a little, you kind of steep it and then add your water. Is that how you do it with sun tea? No, I think you fill up the whole pitcher. Oh no, sun tea is with cold water. I haven't done that in years. So when you're making a pitcher of iced tea, usually how we always do it is we put in several bags and just a little bit of water and get it really strong, right? And then once it's boiled out, you add and sits and steeps and gets the strength to it. Then you add water. Okay, that's how you do it to dye your lace, okay? So if you had just new lace, you could totally stain it to look like this. So don't feel like, oh, I don't have any of that old lace. I can't ever make anything like that. Yes, you can. And the only one that's gonna know is you and that lady at the craft show that I was telling you that knew so much about lace. She would know. She would know for sure. Maybe someone that uses that same lace all the time might question you, but you know, who cares? If they're a true friend, they won't say a word. And you'll be happy because you've got the look that you want. Okay. So, since I lost my needle and I don't really need to sew anymore anyway, I pretty much got it really good actually. That's a little tightly pulled. I'm gonna loosen it up a little bit and smush it over here, slide it over on the string. There we go. Okay, I'm liking that. Let me get that seam binding string out of the way. Run a bead of glue across here because I still want it to be a little, oops, a little flouncy, flowy. You know, I don't want it to be, you know, flat, or I would have just used the flat one, right? Okay, so let's cut this off. I'm gonna cut it a little bit bigger so I can pucker it back. Since my string is out, I want to under tuck it so that it makes a nice corner. I'm just gonna tuck it under. My mom will appreciate that, right? She can't see the messy edge. And then I'll cut that string off where I had it knotted because I had it knotted on the wrong side. And that string is bugging me. Usually I like all my strings hanging from my buttons, but that looks messy. So let's get rid of that. Okay, so there we go. So now I feel like it's finished. Now I feel like it's really finished. Now if I wanted to add, I think I ran out of time, but I could have added a little something here or there. But I don't think I'm gonna mess with it. Our toilet's like any other toilet up against the wall, so this could be the back and it'll be fine. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you, Tammy, for having me. I have 1 minute left, so I wanna mention Brian Lane Designs up next. If you, oh, thank you, Debbie. If you follow Brian, or if not, you can catch him in the Crafty Creators community. They had videos like all weekend. You can catch all of the replays. They were very, very good. Today's theme is ribbons and bows. So this was our project. I just finished up the tissue box from this weekend, so because I ran out of time. So I've got to go. I have about 30 seconds, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you, Tammy, for having me. My poor internet, what a mess. Have a great day, you guys. Bye-bye.